universe operates through energy. Pure, intelligent energy that responds to every thought, feeling, and vibration you send out. Quantum manifestation isn't a mystery or something reserved for the gifted few. It's the natural law of creation that you've been using your entire life, whether consciously or unconsciously. The reason most people never see it work isn't because it's difficult, it's because it's too simple. Take a deep breath for a moment. Feel the air enter your body, the subtle movement of life within you. That's energy. Invisible, yet powerful beyond measure. Everything that exists in this universe is made of energy, vibrating, shifting, transforming. The chair you're sitting on, the thoughts running through your mind, the emotions moving through your heart, all of it is energy in different forms. Even the space between objects, what appears empty, is filled with living consciousness, waiting to respond to your vibration. You are not a separate observer of this energy, you are this energy. Every cell in your body is a small universe of vibration and intelligence, responding to the signals you send through your thoughts and emotions. You are not just a physical being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being expressing itself in physical form. When you finally understand this, life begins to shift, because you stop asking, when will it happen? And start realizing, it's already happening through me. Every thought you think emits a frequency. Each emotion you feel sends out a signal that ripples into the quantum field. If you could see energy, you would see that every moment you are broadcasting something: fear, love, worry, gratitude, doubt, or trust. And the universe, like a perfect mirror, sends back to you experiences that match that frequency. When you dwell in thoughts of lack, you are simply tuning your energy to the vibration of lack. And the quantum field says, yes, this is true for you. But when you think thoughts of gratitude, when you speak words of faith, when you feel love without needing a reason, your entire frequency changes. And the universe must match it. The universe has no choice but to reflect what you vibrate. It doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to your state of being. This is why energy alignment is the secret behind manifestation. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. When you look around your life, what you see is not random. It's a reflection of the dominant energy you've been radiating. And the most beautiful part is, you can change it right now. You can shift your vibration this very moment. You can begin by saying, I am pure energy. I am connected to the infinite power that creates worlds. I choose to vibrate with love, peace, and joy. Feel those words in your heart. When you affirm something with emotion and belief, your energy field starts to reorganize. Cells respond, thoughts soften, and circumstances begin to move. You don't need to struggle to make things happen in the physical world. The real work is energetic. When you align your vibration with the energy of what you desire, abundance, peace, love, or health, you magnetize it effortlessly. Think of yourself as a radio transmitter. If you want to hear beautiful music, you must tune into the right frequency. You can't stay on the channel of worry and expect to receive joy. The signal you send out determines what you receive back. So, every morning, ask yourself, what energy am I sending out today? Am I vibrating peace or fear? Am I radiating gratitude or resistance? Am I in the energy of love or the energy of lack? Remember, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. The moment you change your energy, you begin to change your life. You are not powerless. You are the power itself. The same energy that holds galaxies together flows through you right now. When you truly embrace this truth, you no longer chase, you attract, you no longer fear, you trust, you no longer try to control, you allow. Everything you've ever desired already exists in the energetic realm. Your only task is to tune yourself into harmony with it. And that begins by remembering who you are, a radiant being of pure energy, limitless, infinite, creative, and always connected to the source that never fails. This moment is the key to everything, because the universe doesn't respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel. You can repeat positive words 1,000 times, but if deep inside you still believe it's not possible, your energy will speak louder than your words ever could. The universe reads vibration, not vocabulary. It feels your essence, your emotional tone, your state of being. When you affirm, "I am abundant," but you secretly feel poor or undeserving, the universe hears the vibration of lack, not the sound of your words. But when you say, "I am abundant," and your heart expands with gratitude, trust, and joy, you radiate the true frequency of abundance. And that frequency has no choice but to return to you in physical form. It's never about forcing affirmations, it's about embodying them. The universe mirrors your inner atmosphere. If your heart is full of peace, peace will surround you. If your energy carries love, loving people and experiences will find you. You see, the words are tools, but your state is the real signal. Think of yourself as a tuning fork. When you strike it with fear, you vibrate fear. When you strike it with faith, you vibrate faith. And whatever vibration you hold will naturally draw experiences that match it. That's why two people can say the same affirmation, but one sees miracles and the other sees nothing. The difference lies in the energy behind the words. One speaks with belief, the other speaks with resistance. The universe is like a mirror with no judgment, no preference. It doesn't decide what's good or bad. It simply reflects back whatever energy you project. So, if your life feels stuck, don't blame circumstances. Look within. Ask yourself gently, what vibration am I sending out right now? Is it worry? Is it fear? Or is it peace and trust? The most powerful way to shift your vibration is to feel the end result as if it has already happened. Don't just say, "I am loved." Feel the warmth of love filling your heart. Don't just say, "I am abundant." Feel the relief and joy of financial freedom as if it's already here. Emotion is the language of the universe. Belief is the amplifier. And feeling is the key that unlocks manifestation. You don't have to pretend or fake happiness. You simply begin by softening resistance. Start small. Feel gratitude for one tiny thing. A breath, a sunrise, a smile. That little spark of gratitude raises your vibration instantly. The moment your vibration shifts, the universe begins to rearrange itself. You'll notice people respond differently, opportunities appear, and what once felt heavy begins to lighten. When you live from a place of alignment, when your thoughts, words, and emotions all harmonize, you become a magnet for everything that matches that harmony. So instead of trying to make things happen, start aligning with the energy of what you want. Want more peace? Feel peace now. Want more love? Be loved now. Want more success? Feel worthy now. The external world is just a delayed reflection of your internal vibration. Change the inner state, and the outer world must follow. It's universal law. You are not here to beg for your blessings. You are here to vibrate them into existence. So speak your affirmations not as empty words, but as sacred declarations of truth. Feel their energy. Let them sink deep into your being until your entire vibration says, "Yes, this is who I am." And in that moment, when your words and your emotions finally align, you'll notice something beautiful happening. Life begins to respond with grace. The right people appear. Doors open easily. And the universe whispers back, "I've been waiting for you to feel this way." Think of the quantum field as a cosmic mirror. It has no opinions, no bias, no sense of right or wrong. It doesn't reward or punish. It simply reflects your vibration back to you with perfect accuracy. What you focus on expands because focus is energy. And energy is creation. If you constantly focus on what's missing, the mirror must show you more lack. If you focus on what you appreciate, the mirror must reveal more blessings. It's not magic, it's resonance. You attract what matches your frequency. Your thoughts are like light beams, traveling into the field and shaping form. Your emotions add color and depth to those beams. The stronger the emotion, the faster the energy takes shape. When you worry, you energize your fears. When you bless what you have, you amplify your good. The truth is, the universe is not outside of you. It's responding to you. Every single moment, your focus is either feeding expansion or resistance. Let's imagine two people standing under the same sky. One looks up and says, "The world is full of beauty." The other looks up and says, "The world is full of pain." The sky above them doesn't change, but their focus determines the world they experience. You see, focus is the steering wheel of creation. Wherever you direct it, energy follows. And the more consistently you hold that focus, the more powerfully the universe reflects it. This is why gratitude is one of the most potent forces in existence. When you focus on what is already working, you align with the frequency of abundance. The universe reads your gratitude as a signal that says, "More of this, please." When you focus on problems, you unknowingly say, "I want more of this." Not because you truly want it, but because your energy is giving attention to it. The quantum field cannot distinguish between yes and no. It only understands energy. So if you keep thinking, "I don't want to be broke," your focus is still on being broke. The field mirrors that energy and delivers more of it. The secret is to shift from resisting what you don't want to embracing what you do want. Start simple. Instead of saying, "I don't want to feel alone," say, "I am ready to feel loved." Instead of saying, "I'm tired of being stuck," say, "I am open to new possibilities." The moment you change your focus, your energy begins to move, and the field starts to rearrange itself. It doesn't require force, it requires awareness. What you look at with love begins to heal. What you look at with fear begins to grow. So today, choose consciously where you place your attention. Let your focus rest on joy, not judgment, on progress, not perfection, on gratitude, not grievance. The quantum field is always ready to reflect the energy you offer. If you send out harmony, it will return peace. If you send out trust, it will return miracles. And here's the most beautiful part. The moment you shift your focus, you shift your life. You don't have to wait for circumstances to change. The change begins within you. Every thought of love is a seed planted in the universe. Every feeling of joy is a signal sent into creation. When you focus on what uplifts you, the mirror begins to shine back a world filled with grace, opportunity, and beauty. So, look into the mirror of life and say with your heart, "I now choose to focus on what I want to create. I release all fear, and I trust the reflection of my love. The universe mirrors my joy, my peace, and my abundance." And as you hold that focus, watch how effortlessly the world begins to change. Not because the field suddenly favors you, but because you have finally learned to see yourself as the creator you've always been. The truth about manifestation is this: it isn't hard. It isn't complicated. It's simple, beautifully, effortlessly simple. Yet very few people live in alignment with it. Why? Because simplicity is often overlooked. The human mind has been trained to believe that great results must come from great struggle, that we must work harder, try more, and push endlessly before we are worthy to receive. But manifestation doesn't operate through effort. It flows through energy. The universe doesn't need your struggle. It needs your alignment. It needs your yes. Most people never experience the magic of quantum manifestation because they are trapped in mental noise. Their minds are constantly filled with worry, self-doubt, and fear of what might go wrong. They repeat affirmations while secretly holding onto old pain. They visualize new beginnings while clinging tightly to old stories. They want change, but they don't believe it can happen for them. You see, manifestation is not about thinking one new thought and expecting the world to rearrange itself overnight. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts what they desire. And that requires faith. It requires letting go of control. It requires trusting what you cannot yet see. That's where most people stumble. They want to see it first before they can believe it. But the law of creation works in the opposite direction. You believe first, then you see. It's not because the universe is testing you. It's because belief is the vibration that activates energy into form. When you hold faith, you are declaring, "This already exists for me." And the quantum field begins to move, rearranging circumstances to mirror that faith. But the human mind resists what it can't measure. It wants proof. It wants timelines. It wants guarantees. And in chasing the evidence, it loses the essence. Another reason people don't practice manifestation deeply is impatience. They plant a seed of intention, and when it doesn't sprout instantly, they dig it up to check if it's growing. But every time they do that, through doubt, through frustration, through disbelief, they uproot their creation. The energy of impatience says, "I don't trust the process." And the universe always mirrors trust, or the lack of it. There's also fear. Fear of disappointment. Fear of change, fear of stepping into the unknown. So many people sabotage their manifestations because deep down they fear their own power. They've been told for so long that they are small, that they forget they are creators. But you are not small. You never were. You are the universe expressing itself through human form. And when you truly understand that, the struggle ends. You no longer chase, you align. You no longer demand, you allow. You no longer fear the unseen, you trust it with every heartbeat. So if you've ever wondered why manifestation feels distant or difficult, remember, it's not because it doesn't work. It's because you've been too busy trying to make it work instead of allowing it to work through you. The quantum field is not far away. It is here right now within you, and it responds to stillness, to faith, to surrender. You don't need to force outcomes. You simply need to become a match for them. You do this by releasing resistance, forgiving yourself, and choosing peace over control. When you quiet your mind and align your heart, you begin to flow with the natural rhythm of creation. You begin to see signs, synchronicities, and effortless opportunities. Life stops feeling like a struggle and begins to feel like a dance. So today, remind yourself, manifestation is not difficult. I allow the universe to move through me with ease. I trust that what I desire is already mine. The simplicity of manifestation is its greatest power. And the moment you stop doubting that simplicity, you open the door to miracles. In a world that celebrates constant motion, endless activity, noise, and striving, stillness has become a forgotten power. Yet, it is in stillness that true creation happens. The energy that forms galaxies and brings ideas into life doesn't arise from chaos, it emerges from silence. When you become still, you align yourself with the quiet rhythm of the universe. You stop pushing against life and begin to move with it. The power of stillness is not about doing nothing, it's about becoming everything. It's the space where your energy settles, your thoughts clear, and your vibration returns to harmony with the quantum field of infinite potential. Most people believe that manifestation is about constant mental work, visualizing, repeating affirmations, planning, and controlling. But that's only part of the process. The real magic happens in the silence between those efforts, when you stop trying to make it happen and allow the universe to breathe it into being. Stillness is your connection to the field of creation. It's where inspiration is born, healing begins, and guidance flows effortlessly. When you are still, you stop sending out conflicting signals. You stop doubting and overthinking. Your energy softens, and the universe can finally hear the song of your soul clearly. Think of stillness as your spiritual reset button. When your mind is noisy, your signal to the universe becomes scattered. You might say you want abundance, but your energy vibrates with worry. You might say you want love, but your heart vibrates with fear. In stillness, all of that begins to dissolve. The noise fades, and what remains is the pure frequency of who you truly are: love, peace, and light. The most powerful people in the world are not those who do the most, but those who can be still in the midst of chaos. They understand that creation doesn't come from panic or pressure. It comes from presence. When you sit quietly, take a deep breath, and say nothing, something miraculous happens inside you. You begin to feel your connection to something greater, an intelligence that is always listening, always guiding, always supporting you. You realize you were never creating alone. Stillness is where you remember your wholeness. It's the space where your desires and the universe become one vibration. When your mind quiets, the natural flow of life begins to move through you again. Answers come without effort. Opportunities appear in perfect timing. Synchronicities align like stars. You may have noticed that the most beautiful moments in life happen in quiet. Watching a sunset, feeling the warmth of morning light, listening to your heartbeat. Those moments are pure presence. In them, you are in harmony with the infinite. When you practice stillness daily, even for a few minutes, you begin to transform your energy field. You become calm, magnetic, and centered. You stop reacting to the outer world and start responding from inner peace. The universe mirrors that peace back to you in the form of ease, flow, and grace. So how do you practice stillness? You simply pause. You breathe. You allow yourself to feel without judgment. You sit with life as it is, not trying to fix it, not trying to rush it, just allowing it to be. In that simple act of surrender, you return home to yourself. Remember this truth: stillness is not emptiness. It's fullness in disguise. It is the space where all your dreams already exist, waiting for you to match their vibration. You do not need to chase your manifestations. They are drawn to your peace. You do not need to shout your affirmations. Your energy already speaks louder than words. You simply need to be still enough to listen, because the universe is always whispering your next step. So close your eyes now and say softly within, "In my stillness, I remember who I am. I am one with all creation. My peace is powerful. My calm is creative. I allow life to unfold through me in perfect harmony. And as you breathe into that truth, feel the gentle strength of stillness awaken within you. Quiet, radiant, and unstoppable. The final and most powerful step in manifestation is this: live as if your desire is already done. Not someday, not when it happens, not if the universe allows it, but now. When you live as if your dream is already real, you merge your energy with the reality where it exists. You stop being someone who wants and become someone who has. And the moment your vibration shifts into that state, the quantum field rearranges itself to match you. This is not pretending. It's not delusion. It's creation. The universe does not respond to what you're waiting for. It responds to what you are being. Every time you think, feel, and act like the version of yourself who already has what you desire, you send a clear, unwavering signal into the field: this is who I am now. Imagine the peace of living that way. Imagine waking up in the morning not wondering when your manifestation will arrive, but feeling deep gratitude that it already exists in your energetic reality. Imagine walking through your day with quiet confidence, knowing that everything is already unfolding perfectly. That's the vibration of alignment. Calm, certain, and magnetic. You see, living as if isn't about forcing smiles or ignoring reality. It's about gently shifting your focus from what's missing to what's becoming. It's about choosing faith over fear, joy over doubt, and gratitude over impatience. When you begin to act from that place of inner knowing, your outer world must reflect it. If you believe you are worthy of love, you carry yourself differently, and people respond to that energy. If you believe abundance is your birthright, you stop chasing and start receiving with grace. If you believe healing is possible, your body begins to respond to that belief at a cellular level. The truth is, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Whatever you consistently feel to be true, it accepts as reality. So when you live as if you are reprogramming your energy and your subconscious to align with the world you want to experience. Ask yourself, how would I speak if it were already done? How would I walk? How would I breathe? How would I love? You don't wait to feel confident after success. You feel confident now. You don't wait to feel joyful after healing. You feel joyful now. You don't wait to feel grateful after receiving. You feel grateful now. This is how you step into your new timeline. You become the energy of your dream before it arrives. And here's the secret. Once you do, you'll notice something miraculous. The need to get it fades away. You no longer crave or chase because you already feel complete. And in that wholeness, your manifestation can flow freely, effortlessly, naturally. It's not about convincing the universe. It's about convincing yourself that you are already one with your desire. The energy of having and the energy of wanting cannot coexist. One attracts, the other repels. So choose to live now as if everything you desire is already here. Smile with gratitude for what's unfolding. Speak as if blessings surround you. Move as if your dreams are your daily reality, because they are. In the unseen world of energy, they already exist, and your faith, your joy, and your alignment are the bridges that bring them into form. Say softly to yourself, I live in the energy of completion. I am one with my highest good. What I desire is already mine, and I welcome it with love.